Hello, anyone, everyone, and no one. Welcome back to another episode of Truly Bedrock. And previously on Truly Bedrock, I have no clue what we were working on. To be fair, my videos are all over the place at the moment. Completely 100% all over the place. So, what are we going to get into today? Well, earlier today, I came over here, and as you can tell by the abomination of puzzle on the ground, I gathered up some trees. I gathered up some trees because, well, we're running low on some materials here and there. Of course, the other day I started making my first custom tree for this area here. Maybe we're going to call this a burnt cherry blossom of some kind. I don't know. I do like that. But this morning, way before any of that, I started working on this here. Because I finally decided what I want to do in the long run with this area here. Now, if we take a look at this from this angle here, I'm going to cover the whole exterior of the island. And if we just land down here for a moment, let me try to explain here per se. I want this, as I said, to be almost a volcano-y wasteland in the long run, and I want to have custom biomes and everything in here. But as you can see here, I've started pulling the netherrack up from the ocean here, and I've pulled it up to about there. Now, right about there at this point in time, it's maybe about 80 or 90. At the end of the day, I want to pull this up to roughly 120, and ideally, if we can fly here, I want this to go all the way around the island, and then it's going to plateau off, just kind of like a mesa biome. So about right here, all the way around, yeah, this will be the top. And then at the end of the day, all of this, everything inside this island is going to be underground. It's going to be underground. But before we even get to that point, I need to make some modifications, some adjustments, and some planning for some other farms. Now, if you take a look over here with the cobble monstrosity we got on the ground right there, I'm planning out an area for a poor man's tree farm. And I'm thinking most of that is going to go underground. Now, as troubled as I am by kelp farms, eventually we need one of those. And I'm thinking that that is going to go around about here somewhere. But first thing first on the agenda for today is probably, and I say probably, I could change my mind as soon as I stop recording here, is to work on this a little bit more. Now, the reason being is currently my Nether Portal, if we come around here, is still down into our storage area there. Now, I want to move that. At the end of the day, I want the Nether Portal to be over here. Now, I don't mean over here as in like right here, but over in this direction. Now, what I would like to do, and what I'm debating doing today to begin with here, is going ahead and taking this section all the way up, potentially taking from this side all the way up too, and starting to dig a tunnel here, because that's where I want my Nether Portal, is in a tunnel that you have to fly out of, that will go out and into the ocean over here, which could be very, very interesting at the end of the day. So, we have 3 proposed projects. I have no rockets in hand. Tree farm, materials for kelp farm, or this. Which will I tackle first today? Which will it be? Let's see. And 17 shulker boxes of netherrack later, I think I finally picked where we're going to start off today's episode. As you can see there, yeah, a little bit of progress has been made. Now, if we can get flight and come around here, as you can see, some of this has now reached a point where it's plateauing off. And I like it. It's got a long ways to go. I've got to come back in here and I've got to add in other ores and other things. I have plans for around the perimeter of this, of the ocean. Many things need to be done. But I think it's time for just a little bit of a break, maybe from placing some netherrack. And I think we're going to start working on where the Nether Portal itself is going to go. Now, of course, this is really dark. There's going to have to be lots of lighting done around here. But, as I said before, the portal needs to go around this way. Down that way, somewhere towards bedrock. So, it's either A, move a beacon, or B, play with some TNT. Yeah, this is going to be fun. 21 shulkers of netherrack now. And started to make a big dent on this thing. Now, you may hear a fan running in the background. That's because it's extremely hot today. And yeah, but taking a look at this, ooh, it's coming along, and ooh, my frame rate is getting killed here by something. I'm not sure what, but 21 shulker boxes of netherrack into this now. A full shulker box of gunpowder, and then a full stack of end crystals later, and we now have a tunnel down here. Now, at this point in time, I'm torn on said tunnel. It's not complete. It's not complete at all. Right now, it's chaotic. I still need to take out like this section here where my mouse's cursor is cutting across there. It's getting there. It's getting there. I'm unsure if I want this to be chaotic or organized. Chaotic or organized, I'm not sure on yet. But one thing that I am sure on is I need red nether brick. Now, it's a shame that you cannot craft the wart back down into nether wart. That would be really nice. Now, of course, I've got wow. I've got some wart growing over here, but I'm not keeping it loaded all the time. And honestly, I'm just, yeah, we need to do something just a hair more efficient than this. So I've brought the AFK account online. I've got him sitting down at the gold farm because I need, well, there's quite a few things I want. I want more soul sand. I have a few ideas to do with soul sand, and of course we can get that from the barter farm. I need more glowstone, which we can get that from the barter farm. I need crying obsidian. The amount of things that I need from just the piglin barter farm is a bit on the crazy side. So what I'm going to do right now is I think I'm going to continue to place a little bit more netherrack, and I'm going to get the AFK account, as I said, AFKing. He is going to gather up some gold. We're going to take all of this, plant this down there by the gold farm, so that we kind of double up the purposes on that, and then potentially get the barter farm going. Just I need a lot of things. And I need to try to decide if I want that tunnel to be chaotic or if I want it to be clean. I'm really torn on that. I don't want to stay in a chaotic build style because that feels like what I'm doing the most of right now, as in random. Like this, the stuff that we've done over there at the Guardian farm, I love it. I think it's great, but I don't want to get stuck in one build style. No, but maybe I will. Who knows? Just wanted to give you an update on that. Let's get a few more things going, and let's see where we can head from here. And first things first, nether wart farm in place. And if you actually take a look here, the gold farm is completely gone. Let me try to explain here. Here lately, my videos have felt a bit on the chaotic side. Like they've been jumping around too much and just not covering everything that I want them to cover in the order that I want them to cover. Which in turn has led to me more or less skipping over a couple of episodes here. So, by skipping over a couple of episodes here, I need to update you all on a few things. So, first things first, as you can see, the gold farm is gone. It has been moved, and we will actually talk about that one later. But what I need to cover first is what's going on up here in the surface. Now, of course, one of the last few clips here, we had just worked on the top of this area here, adding more netherrack around, and I've continued to add more netherrack around and do some experimenting up here. And I'm starting to love how this is all coming together. But there's also been some stuff that, as I said, will not be covered in this video, and actually you'll probably be able to check it out on Foxy's video himself. One of the most recent changes is right over here. Now, of course, right down here, Foxy and I, which, as I said, you check out Foxy's channel, you'll probably find a video on this coming out very soon. We built a Nether Fortress mob farm. Think of this as a reverse Guardian farm, because in fortresses, they have set spawn spots, just like a Guardian farm, just like a witch hut, and quite a few other structures in the game. So it's predictable. And if it's predictable, we can farm it. And farm it we have been. If you take a look here, look at that. We got blaze rods, magma cubes, rotten flesh, bones, coal. coal. I love the fact that this has turned into a coal farm. And let's not even talk about the wither skulls here. I mean, there's 44 right there. There's another 41 right here. If we check out this chest here, look, another 55 here. Blaze heads, magma cubes, all kinds of stuff. All kinds of stuff. This farm right here, I absolutely love. I love it for the fact that it's a fuel farm more than anything. I mean, look at that. This thing actually produces more blaze rods than the blaze farms we built here a while back, which is great. I love it. So we got this thing in. Oh, and it's been a nightmare with lining up portals and getting everything set, and there's still work to be done on it, but we've got this area in here. I've started decorating the scenery around here, and I love it. We got the custom trees. I've added in some of the nylium mushrooms here. Started doing a little bit of terraforming around here. And, you know, I was torn about this block right here for quite a while. But I think it's starting to fit into this area. Now, of course, there's a lot that I want to do with the biomes. As you've seen here with what we've started with here, the netherrack surrounding the place. And then, of course, this one here. I want to branch that off more. I want to spread that maybe around this half of the island. And then right here is something new that I haven't even covered on video. If you've been in the streams, you've seen it. But in videos, I haven't even touched yet. I want to do like a destroyed wasteland here with some dead trees around here. And this is a start. I'm not sure what else it needs, but I love it. I love it. And then this over here. I saw somebody post a picture on Twitter the other day, and it just literally inspired me to try to do my own thing. This, the mushroom. The mushroom, the tree, whatever you want to call it. Oh, I absolutely love it. It's great. I love it. I love how this whole area is coming together. I can just imagine tons of these things dotted around here. And the beautiful thing about those, treat them just like you would a mushroom. They can grow on the walls. They can grow on the ceiling. There's so many places that can be taken. And it doesn't have to stay with red netherwort. You can do the blue netherwort now. You could do so many other different things from it. Obsidian, crying obsidian. As I said, a lot has happened. A lot. My videos have been a little bit chaotic, and I'm trying to get them back in the order of which I want to do my content and how I want to do my content. So, that's a big jump there. That's a big jump there. And hopefully we're not going to have no more big jumps, because I need these things to flow. I need them to work how I want them to work. So this is where we are. This is where we are. The netherrack mountain's coming along. We got the mushrooms. We got the dead trees. And of course, we got the Nether Fortress farm over here, the fuel farm, and I love it. So, where are we going now with this episode? I know when we started, we were talking about potentially a tree farm. We were talking about the farm over there I can't even think of, the kelp farm. Those are just off the table right now. I'm enjoying the building side of Minecraft. I'm having too much fun with it. I'm enjoying the farming side too. But right now, I want to continue on with this. I want to get this area all in. I want to get this all decorated. And let's face it, this storage system is just not adequate. I've been AFK here for about 2 hours now. 2 hours now, and as you can see, this is completely overfull. Completely overfull. I've had to shut the farm off. So, I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to continue to work on all this. I'm going to try to decorate this area up here where the portal is to match this area down here, and I think we need to carve out an area underneath of here and actually get some item filters set up in proper storage so that we can actually control more of what we get out of this, because I love it. I love it, and that's what we're going to do. So let's get that, and let's get that done. And a few hours of building said and done, and I like it. I like it. We got some gold decoration up in here. We've got the portal all decorated up now. Now, of course, I've thickened up all this back here. So hopefully no more magmas escape from this. Now, last night I got Foxy to bring Chuck online. And I used SlackLizard here. He had Chuck in the nether. And there was no issues of magmas escaping. And magmas escaping from this thing have been really troublesome, but went ahead and came down here, got a collection system in down here, and as you can see, this farm is just crazy. The amount of fuel from this, look at this, just the coal alone and the blaze rods. Bones, I've had to empty both of these double chests multiple times now. And look, wither skulls. I'm going to have no need for that many beacons unless I'm going to start using beacons as decorative blocks. And it's turned out really good. Really happy with it. Love it. More nethery theme to it. And as a matter of fact, because I didn't include the footage of us building the farm, let me jump into the nether real quick and show you what's going on in there. Now, as I said earlier, Bedrock Edition fortress farms are, well, not necessarily fortress farms per se, which is what this has turned into, but the fortress themselves, the structures, have spawn points just like a witch hut, just like a guardian farm. And yeah, I mean, if we take a look right here, all of these iron blocks are valid spots where mobs will spawn. And as a matter of fact, take a look here. Classic example of Bedrock here. I'm missing minecarts. Loading and unloading of chunk borders. But the concept of the farm is really simple. Load the minecarts back here, flip this on. It picks up the mobs that spawn inside of these cages and dumps them off into nether portals. And of course the AFK spot is right over there. Done mob proofed all the area around here with slabs and buttons. One of the key problems we're having with this farm though is actually when you're AFK into this thing, we cannot clear the mobs out of the density cap fast enough. It would be ideal if there was 2 sets of portals, one on each side, but there's just not room for it here. And it's a portal nightmare considering that the Guardian farm is right here. So yeah, there's no room right there to put in more portals. So eventually, I think I'm going to have to build one somewhere else and eventually clear this one out, but we're going to benefit from it while we can. Now, of course, last night after getting all that done, I jumped over to Twitch for a little bit and did a little bit of live streaming and started working on the portal area. As you know, earlier on in the episode, we blasted out an area for our portal, and last night I actually started kind of coming up with a theme of what I want to do for decoration with it. And right through here, I've been carving out today to make this area more organic per se and not like it was earlier, and I'm happy with it so far. But it's time to start actually getting decorative blocks in here. And of course I'm going with the blue new stuff and things. What is it called? The warp nylium here. And I think I'm going to spread that all the way down there. Now of course the portal's probably going to be made larger by the time it's all said and done, and then also added in one of the custom mushrooms like the red one over there. And I think we need more of these. And the beautiful thing about these is these things can grow off the walls. They can grow just everywhere. As a matter of fact, as you can see there with that one there is actually coming out. Oh, into the lava we go. Coming out of the side versus just coming up perfectly, which is good. So yes, I think next on the list of things that I potentially would like to get done and finished for this video here today is to go ahead and get this all the way down there, get that decorated up a little bit so we at least have that done. We've got a lot of things to do here. Those trees need to go. This needs to go. I have a new idea for what I want to do over here. So many things to do, but it's coming together really, really nicely. So yes, let's get all this taken care of. I never thought, truthfully, that I would find a use for the blue nylium. The warp nylium, whatever you want to call it. I never thought I would find a true use for it. I did not think from the Nether update this would be a block that I actually like. And I'm starting to love it. As you can see here, we've got some more minor, I guess you would call smaller mushrooms in place now. I've got some hanging lanterns here that, man. This path, I did not think this would work. Mixing in the basalt with the with the wood and everything. Loving this. I am getting more enjoyment here lately, it feels like, out of building than I do out of farms, and it's crazy. Now, this is not done. I've been working on this for the better part of a couple days now. Just to try to get this the way I like it. And it's a slow process for me. I build something and I sit here and I overanalyze it. Sit here, F1 mode, just looking. Like right now, like this area way up there where I'm going to shoot right now, yeah, that needs some extra stuff added into it. But it's good. and I'm really happy with how it's turned out. Done nothing inside the Nether itself, which is something we're going to have to address here soon, because every time I go through that portal, there is a ghast waiting to shoot me directly in the face. And it's getting very frustrating. But finally got most of this area spawn proof too, because this actually extends out past the mushroom island, which, yeah, getting the mobs taken care of in here is a thing that's a little bit annoying, but you're never coming in here with the point of just coming in here and setting. This is supposed to be just a fly out tunnel. Now, of course, I think I'm going to add in a separate small staircase on the side, just in case for some reason I die and end back up at spawn. There's an additional way out of here, because yeah, you could potentially walk up this thing, but it's more or less meant to be flown up, and it would take quite a bit of maneuvering to walk up it. From here, looking good. I think no, I did not cover that. Ended up messing around trying to make a lamppost per se, and I like that. The smooth quartz, the warped wood, the basalt turned out good, and the beautiful thing about that is you can adjust it for different biomes around here when it's all said and done. Of course, I've knocked out the trees, and I think I'm going to continue the blue all the way around pretty much on this side of the whole mob farm here. I think that's what we're going to go with that. But I have just about run out of time for this video. I need to get this video edited. I need to get this video uploaded and get this video ready to go. Those lanterns, look at those. Those things are so silly in a sense, but I love the fact that, look, from the top there, yeah, I've got the vines looking like it works for the chains. I tried chains, they just felt too puny. Loving this area. Loving this area. Lots more to come. Lots more to come. But I think that right there is where I'm just going to have to wrap up today's video. So, if you enjoyed today's video, make sure to drop a like. If you'd like to see more, please consider subscribing. And I will catch all of you all next time. Bye! I see you back there, Slime. Not much I can do about you.